Hey guys, we're back. Congratulations, episode 4. And this is the first ever 4th episode of Congratulations. And here we are. We're holding strong. Our numbers are holding strong. And I'm sitting down to record this. I got my coffee. Drinking it. I love coffee, man. I know if you really know about me, you know I love fucking coffee. And I don't know what it is about the fucking coffee that I love so much. Because it's not like it's the taste. First of all, this is my drink. I get an iced Americano. That's what I do. I get that every time. I don't fuck around with those bullshit drinks. You know? No, you know, I don't get those vanilla latte shits with the 45 grams of sugar or anything like that. I just basically, actually, I think it's got more than 45 grams. I think it's got, I don't know, I saw this documentary called Sugar Man or something. This guy in Australia is trying to, not really take down the sugar industry, but he did the Super Size Me thing where he tried to take a bunch of sugar for like 2 months and he gained like a lot of weight and almost got cancer or some shit and his liver shut down. It's fucked up what's going on though with that shit. But anyway, but try to, just eat, you got to eat like plants and shit. I mean, you can eat like some sort of meat, but you got to eat fucking mainly plants and as many plants as you can. Like you're just some fucking, duck or some shit. Nah, ducks. I knew it wasn't duck, but duck sounded really funny, so I said duck. But yeah, so I'm trying to I drink an Americano, which has got no sugar in it. It's just a black coffee. It's black espresso. It's from the bean or whatever, and it's black. It's black and it's bitter as shit. But I got used to it, and so this is what I drink for my caffeine. And I love it because I don't know if I like it or not. You know what I mean? I think the best things in life is shit you can't figure out. Right? And I think people agree with that secretly even. I mean, that's what becomes the biggest shit. Like, look at Kanye West or Lady Gaga. They're the biggest motherfuckers in the world. It's because we can't figure them out. We don't even know if fucking Lady Gaga, she could be like an alien. And Kanye West too. But I think that coffee is like, it's not that good. I love the smell of it. I like the experience of going and getting it. I love how there's always like 1 or 2 crazy motherfuckers at a coffee shop. I've never been in a coffee shop where there hasn't been 1 or 2 crazy motherfuckers. Like, I'm talking about like 65-year-old men that somehow made it to 65, but just having a psychotic break and just losing their mind. Also, why are people the craziest? People are always just the craziest. Like, they never get a little bit crazy. They're always talking about religion and government. I'm already getting so far off track here. I'm just talking about how much I like coffee. And I like it because I don't know if I like it. I've been trying to figure it out for 15 years. I've been going to these coffee shops and drinking it, and it's bitter, and I drink it, and I drink like 3/4 of it. And I don't know if I like it. I like having it. I like being at the coffee shop. I like the chilling part of it. I like the looking at my phone and doing emails while I'm drinking it. And then even if I show up to like a radio station for like an interview, I love drinking the coffee too. I like getting the hot coffee sometimes because they don't always have the ice Americano because you're in, some bullshit building that you're on like the 4th floor of a fucking fluorescent lighted building and you're doing some radio station in Des Moines. But I love it because of that. I love it because I don't know if I love it. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But anyway, I'm here. I didn't do the road this week. I was here in LA. I did some shows in Los Angeles that were very fun. I did the Comedy Store, and I'm just trying to do, I shoot my special this weekend. I shoot it on Friday. I got 2 shows in Vancouver. They're sold out. And so I'm really excited to do that and get this out. I've been working on this material for like a year and a half, maybe some of it even longer and some of it less, but I got like 65 minutes. I'm trying to top load it too. I'm trying to put the good shit in the beginning because I put the good shit at the end last time. And I think that people fucking have attention spans the size of a fucking beetle. And so I'm doing that. And I'm really fucking excited to get that out of the way and just finish it out and have it come out this summer. So, by the way, did you see what happened? I don't know if you've listened to the last episode of Congratulations, but I said I said not me because I'm not famous enough, but I said if somebody said something shitty about Beyonce, it would be news and how ridiculous that was. And then literally the next day, Carlos Santana, who is like the best guitar player in the world or some shit, said that Beyonce isn't a singer and that Adele is a singer and Beyonce is more of a show, person. And it was news. It was like all over the fucking Twitter and shit. That's that. And everyone was like, oh, Carlos Santana is a motherfucker for saying it. It happened. I don't mean to be a prophet with this fucking Grammy shit, but it happened. How fucking geeky are teenagers, by the way? In all honesty, how geeky are teenagers? That's a fucking... That's like the cruelest joke that fucking... If you believe in God, that's the cruelest joke that God played. That you're like a 12-year-old and you're getting some confidence because you're finally figuring out... you figured out how to walk, you figured out how to talk, you figured out how to assimilate with friends. And then... maybe you start getting crushes on some girls, or if you're a girl, you get a crush on a guy, and then all of a sudden you grow 1.5 feet, you get pimples all over your fucking face, and you look awful. You look awful, dude. You ever seen a fucking teenager? I know you have, but have you ever looked at someone who's like 15, like really looked at somebody with like shorts on? Knobby as shit knees. Nothing fits. For some reason, if you're the same height as a teenager, it fits if you're an adult. But if you're a teenager, this shit doesn't fit. You get shorts, and they're like so far above your knees or so below your knees. You look like you fucking put the shorts on before you shrunk or grew. And then you got like a polo shirt on. If you're a guy, or even if you're a girl, even better. You got like a green polo shirt on and cargo pants. And you got like a high ponytail with like fucking, if you're a girl, but you still got like hair coming down over your ears. And your nose is all big and shit. And you laugh like, ah! And you look fucking gross, dude. And your teeth are gross. And your gums are all big for some reason. The fuck is wrong with teenagers? God, I'm so glad I'm out of that shit. I think about it sometimes. I'm 36 and I think about it. I think, God, thank God I'm not a teenager. Boners all the time if you're a dude for no reason. You're just sitting in the back of a car and all of a sudden fucking a boner comes up. Like it's a groundhog trying to see its shadow. God, dude. You're in the back of a fucking bus. And all of a sudden, you just got some squirty boner. So gross, dude. So fucking gross. I don't know how it works for girls as a teenager, but you're just some fucking... and you haven't even had sex yet, but you're like... and you got this big-ass boner, and you're trying to fucking... You're like, do I put it somewhere? Should I put it somewhere? Ew, gross. Gross. So fucking gross in your pimply face with boners and shit. With cargo shorts on and a fucking green polo shirt. You're the grossest kind of fucking person. Congratulations, you're 15. We were all that way, though. Unless we died before then, which would be fucking so sad. I'm not going to edit that part out, even though it's a downer. I see these fucking teenagers sometimes just like clomping around with their big-ass shoes. Trying to figure out their style, Like, who are they? With like maybe they have a necklace out. outside of their fucking shirts. Like they're Scott Wolf in Party of Five. Like frosted tips or some shit. Yeah. And you're trying to figure out life, right? You're trying to figure out life like you go to parties. You got nothing going on. You just go to party. You got nothing going on. You're in high school. You got nothing going on. You got to do your homework. By the way, I still fucking swear to God, I'm 36 and I still am so happy that I don't think about that. I think, oh, I'm so glad I don't have homework for tomorrow. I legitimately still feel that way. I am so happy I'm not a fucking teenager. And I'm so happy that I don't have to go to parties and like fucking... Remember that feeling that you'd have? Remember that feeling you'd have of showing up at somebody's house from like another school? They're like, yeah, St. Francis is having a party. And you're like, I don't know about those St. Francis people, but I guess I'll try to go. And you go and you show up in your buddy's Ford Explorer and you got your fucking cargo shorts on and you get out and then the people are like, hey, the people from the other school are here. And then oh God, I don't know what they'd be playing now. Migos. Back when I was playing, when I would go to school, they played the whitest shit ever. They played Dave Matthews. Oh. Or what was that one song I always think about when I think about the past? Not David Gray. Babylon, what's that fucking... Living on hell, hey Babylon. Whatever the fuck that song was. Remember that song? That was the most high school song of all time. You could listen to that song, you could be 60 and you could hear that song and you'd be like, oh, I got to get to math class. That's the most high school as fuck song I've ever heard in my life. And then you go to the party and it's like, I didn't drink, but like people were drunk as shit and they were 15 and a half. And then it got late night. Here was the least favorite part of the party for me. You're fucking 15 or 16, you're at a party, and some fucking asshole, the music's off, and now there's like, 25 people there, and some asshole finds a guitar and then plays a guitar for everybody. Hey, dude, you deserve to not eat for 3 days. If you do that, if everyone's having a good time and fucking laughing and talking and having conversations, and then some asshole finds the goddamn guitar and starts playing, you know what he starts playing too? He doesn't start playing Babylon or Dave Matthews or shit that's about. You know what he fucking starts playing? He starts playing some fucking... He finds the chords where he starts playing and he starts rapping over it is what he does. He starts singing a Snoop Dogg song. He starts singing that fucking 1, 2, 3 into the 4, and he's fucking playing the fucking chords, and he's got the green polo shirt on with the cargo pants and flip-flops. Dude, I will murder you. Dude, you deserve to not eat for 3 days. That's what you deserve. That's what you fucking deserve. If you lunatic narcissist. Everyone's having a good time, but hey, dude, let me fucking play the same 4 chords over and over again and fucking sing a J.O. Felony song. Dude, I'll murder you. You deserve to not eat for 3 days. You deserve to look at people eating for 3 days, but not get to eat that same food that they're eating. Dude, we got to stop this, man. If you play a guitar at a party and you're not, Dave Matthews, quit it. If you're playing a guitar at a party and you're not the guy from Matchbox 20, bye. You playing the guitar at a party and you aren't the fucking... I can't even think of a guy. I can't even think of another guitar player that's like would be funny. What a fucking loser I am. I don't know shit. All I know is the Chainsmokers. Like I'm trying to be current, but I'm like, I want to say like the fucking, I don't know. Dude, just don't do that. Have some fucking humility with your puka shell necklace on. I'll rip it off. I want to go back to 15 and a half so I can kick all those motherfuckers' asses. I want to study hard. I want to go to Asia and like learn the finest martial arts. Like I'm not even talking about like grappling. I'm not even talking about that shit. I want to go to Asia and I want to fucking wear all brown like a burlap sack. That's all I want to wear. And have a fucking teacher that's like 175. That's so powerful with his mind. And I want to learn all the finest I want him to start me out. I want him to start me out like kicking a leaf or blowing some sugar across the table. And I'll be like, what does this have to do with anything? And he'll be like, this is how you learn inside your mind. And I'm like, I don't get it. And for fucking 3 years, I want to blow some sugar or salt across the table. And then I want to fucking wear only brown burlap shit that looks like Kanye West would have designed it if he was alive in the year 1200. And I want to study that shit, and then in fucking 3 years later, I want him to finally I want that 178 year, because now that's how old he is, because you add 3 because it's 3 years later. I want that 178-year-old guy to finally show me what it's like to fucking, block, not even punch, just block a fucking, and he's just gonna like block a Nerf gun, whatever the equivalent of that is. Because I'm not even ready to do punches. And then fucking 5 years later, I want to throw my first punch. And he's almost dead and he's 180 fucking whatever. And then just study the fine and eat. I want him to show me what to eat too. And breathe and just fucking learn that shit. And then 30 years when I'm, 70, I want to transport back to being 15 and a half years old. And I want to go back to Glendale, California, or wherever the fuck. That's pretty Armenian, but like the whitest place ever, like somewhere in the middle of the country. And I want to enroll in school, and I want to go get invited to a party. And I want somebody to be playing the fucking guitar. I want it to get really late at night to wherever the fucking new music is stops. And people are just assimilating and just kind of hanging out, talking about it. People are having a real good time. Like it's the end of the night where everybody's like, man, this party really, we did it. This was a great fucking party. And then I want some white motherfucker to pick up the guitar and start playing the fucking hip-hop song hits of today and singing them. And right when he gets that first fucking, whatever the version is, of the Snoop Dogg song is 1, 2, 3 into the 4. I want to fucking drag him out. I just want to light him up with fists of fury where people are like, holy shit. How the fuck did that guy, my name would be Paul, or, because I have to go undercover. Look how Paul lit that motherfucker up. And as I'm kicking the shit out of that dude, bashing the guitar. I want to break the guitar and then bash the fuck out of him and just almost choke him with his puka shell necklaces. And just slapping him on the head with his fucking flip-flops. I want to understand in that moment why that fucking 175-year-old man had me blow that salt or that sugar across that. Because the breath was important in kicking a motherfucker's ass, That's what I wanted. That's how much I don't like that. And then I want to be like, you're not going to eat for 3 days. Does it even make sense what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is just what I feel. And also but it's just what I feel, man. And also I love coffee. I feel like I got to balance it out because I get into these tangents and these fucking things where like I'm start talking and then I start talking about what I'm really passionate about. And what I'm really passionate about is what the fuck is, I guess, upsets me. But I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be a fucking 80-year-old guy who's like, fuck this, fuck that. So I actually been trying to think about things that make me happy too. Right? Like teenagers are geeky and shit, and I don't like when people play guitar, but I love coffee. Right? I love coffee. So that balances it out. That's what I try to do. I love stand-up. I do the stand-up, and I love doing it. Right? I don't know, though. Guitar at a party, though, man, you know? The balls. The fucking balls. To have gel in your hair and play guitar at a party. The fucking balls. I was online, man, and I speaking of singing at a party and being a teenager, dude, there's legitimately well, I guess they're 14 or 13 or maybe 12, or I think some of these motherfuckers are 11, dude. And they're like, they make albums. Like, but it's different than like the Jackson 5 used to do it. It's not like Michael Jackson just like dancing around in his like shiny, I guess it would be like almost like he belongs in the WWF, but like they'll have these like rosy-cheeked 11-year-olds singing to they start on social media. I think they start on like Twitter and Instagram, and they'll post songs of them singing, but they'll be like but they're like heartthrobs to like, I don't know, who are they heartthrobs to? Other 11-year-olds? Or like, usually it's like you get the younger crowd, usually, unless you're like an adult. But like if you're 18 and you're a fucking smash hit, whether you're a singer or a model or an actor, you make like 12-year-olds like swoon, right? Like that's the fucking thing. Like these guys that are on like show like The Vampire Diaries, like they're all like 30 something, but I think the people who watch are in their 20s. These 11-year-old and 12-year-old like pop stars, and they're sensations, dude. I was on one of these guys' Instagrams, and he was like, "Thanks, Germany," and he was holding up his guitar, who's, by the way, bigger than he is. The guitar is bigger than this guy because he hasn't gone through puberty, dude. This guy's an embryo holding a guitar like, "Thanks, Germany." The crowds are 4 times the size as mine. Sad. I'm 36, and I'm like a fucking homeless guy compared to this 11-year-old killing it. They're like the new Justin Biebers, man. There's a bunch of them, dude. There's a bunch of them. And they're like heartthrobs with braces on. What are they? The 8-year-old? Dude, I'm imagine a fucking 6-year-old. Imagine a 6-year-old thinking an 11-year-old is a heartthrob. Oh, just being like, I gotta get that album. I gotta get that album. Like a 6-year-old, like, "Ma, can I get the album?" To a fucking 11-year-old singing. Oh man, dude. That's so funny. That's so fucking funny. These guys have like 5 million Instagram followers. And they're making money, dude. Well, their moms and dads are making money. And then they're probably like, and then they post shit, like inspirational shit, like, "Love you, cuties." Yo, you're 11? You're a cutie. You can't say someone's a cutie if you're 11. You're the cutie. What the fuck, bro? Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny, dude. God, that's funny. Music is crazy, dude. I'll look up some of these guys. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. I'm on this website. I'm on Billboard. 21 under 21, music's hottest young stars. Look at the picture of them. Wow. The picture of them. The picture that they used, there's like 5 of them, or 6 of them, I guess 5 of them. And they all look like the picture of the person you post when, like, after they die. You know what I mean? Like when they're like, oh, like like on those forensic file shows when they're like, they show the picture of the person that the episode's about. This is the picture they use for the fucking, I don't know why they didn't use more professional pictures, but they got these 21 under 21. This must be old because Bieber's in it, and I think he's 22 now. I don't know. But look at these. Oh, they have rappers on here too. I guess. Damn, I didn't realize Martin Garrix was so young. This guy looks like a fucking. Whoa. This guy looks like he just eats candy all day long. Fifth Harmony. Some of these names are like jokes. Fifth Harmony. And there's 5 of them. Oh, cute. There's a guy named Austin Mahone or Mahoney. Wow. I mean, why are their names all like that too? Austin Mahoney. Troye Sivan. And Troye is spelled Troye. Oh my God. Cody Simpson. There's another one. That's a big one, right? I think he's real big. I think he wears really fucked up hats. And I saw him I saw a picture of him on at Coachella one time, and I was like, oh, all right, well, I'm a different person. Scotty McCreery, 21 under 21. This guy looks like this guy, look, I'm out of it. I don't know. And these guys, it says he's 20. This guy legitimately looks like he's 35 and he's tricking everybody. This guy looks like the fucking guys that like it was a dare of his friends. Like, I bet I could fucking pass for a pop star. I'm gonna learn how to sing. I'm gonna fucking learn how to sing, and I'm gonna be a fucking. Oh, he was on season 10 of American Idol. I'm surprised that shit still makes people. Here's one. Oh, these people, Akdong musician. That's what they're called. 21 under 21. I think they're Asian. They look Asian. Oh, boy. The way this guy's dressed. Oh, my God. Wow. You ever feel like some people, the way they dress, it's not like they're like they're not trying to like be handsome. It's like they know how they look. And so they're like, well, this is what I got. This is the best I got. So I'm going to just kind of try and disguise my ugliness. You ever feel like that? You know that's how they do. Like people that would like look wise, they were dressed, or they were, given the raw end of the deal. So like they get tweed pants and fucking big circular sunglasses and shave side of their head, and they're like, all right, this is what I got to do. I'll just be different. I mean, nobody like Brad Pitt ever really did that, They were just like, I'll just use my regular hair and wear what they give me. That's so funny, dude. Yeah, I guess that's what you got to do, though. I would do it, too. I'm not saying I'm fucking good looking. I'm just a regular guy, though. Like, I'm just like, I'm not into all that shit, I don't think. Like, I go a little bit with the fashion. Like, I'm into the fucking longer shirts. But you're not going to hand me one of those fucking glasses that flip up, or with the sunglasses that you could flip down and flip up. Yeah. Incredible. Akdong musician or something. I don't know. Heartthrobs, man. They come in all ages. I want to be the fucking I don't want to be a heartthrob until I'm fucking 75. And I want like 62-year-olds to be screaming at my when I get out of a fucking black car, That would be awesome. I don't even know what I would be famous for. I would still do stand-up, but I want to be famous. I want to be like a famous chef that makes like a dish that's just out of this world that 62-year-old women who are married just can't get enough of. And they're like, oh, Crystalia, did you see Crystalia? And I cut out of the black car like, all right, no pictures for me. Or maybe I'm like good with it. I'm like, sure, I'll sign it. I'll sign it. Just shitting myself. So old, like 82. Sure, I'll sign it. And they don't even care. Yeah, I signed my calendar, and he pissed his pants.
Sorry, honey. I'm almost dead. Hope you like my dishes.
I think this is really going off the rails here. This is what happens for episode 4. I don't have any guests. What the fuck do you want? I hope you're in your cubicle fucking enjoying this. But yeah, so I got dates coming up. Milwaukee, Madison. It's still cold as shit there, I think. So I'm going to be hitting that. I don't know. Is that technically the Midwest? I think it is. And I got West Palm Beach. I go to West Palm Beach. I go to Tempe. I'm going to Tempe in May, which is hotter than fucking, not Mars. That's a cold one, I think. Pretend Mars is hot, so the analogy works. But, yeah. So I'm going to Tempe. I'm going to West Palm Beach. And West Palm Beach is, that town, dude, is like, it's like the Truman Show. It's like where they shot the Truman Show. Everybody's so nice, and it's like perfect looking, and it's like everything is a set. You go to Starbucks, and it looks like they're shooting there. So I got to go there. I don't know. So I'm going lots of different fucking places. So look at my website, chrisdelia.com, and check it out. I feel like this fucking... I literally feel like podcasts are cool, man. I feel like I'm a disc jockey. Like I'm just like, check out the website on chrisdelia.com. You got a lot of interesting dates coming up. Go to Virginia Beach. Go to Milwaukee. Go to West Palm Beach. Tell me a little bit about West Palm Beach. Tell me about how you feel about West Palm Beach, Chris. Well, yeah, no, I feel like it's the Truman Show. Ha ha! Isn't that right? It's just amazing. We're gonna stop this for a break. We're gonna get into some songs. We'll come back to you. We will come back to you, and we'll be listening to ask you a little bit more about the Bieber roast. Is what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna, even though it's gonna be boring as shit, and even though everyone has asked you about that already, we're gonna ask you about the Bieber roast. We're gonna see how you feel about talking to Ludacris. And we heard there was a little bit of a scuffle, so we'll be right back after this. We're gonna play some David Gray. Leave me on, leave me on, leave me on, Babylon. Hey, what's up? We're back. Hey, Chris. So tell us a little bit about the Bieber roast. Tell us a little about Bieber roast. Tell us how it was talking to Ludacris. I heard maybe there was a little bit of a scuffle at the end of the thing. Maybe you guys had a little bit of a talk, a little bit. He was a little bit upset with your jokes. Something you said about. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, I basically, he thought I said something that I didn't say, and he was upset, and another guy said one of those things. God, is that interesting? You know, it's people in life sometimes often say something and attribute it to something else. Anyway, we're going to come back in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and play a little bit of a song here, and we can come back. We're going to ask you about what happened to that show, Whitney. We're going to ask you what happened to that show, Whitney. We're going to, everybody, stay tuned for some Dave Matthews. We'll be right back. Blam, 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 blam. Blam, blam, blam. Blam, blam. Blam, blam, blam. Blam, blam, blam. Blam, blam. Blam, blam, blam. Hey, everybody, we're back with Chris. Chris, what happened to that show, Whitney? Well, you know, it just got canceled because not a lot of people kept watching it, so... That's just pretty much what happens, you know, is the show gets canceled, and that's pretty much it.
All right, that's pretty much obvious. I don't know why I asked that goddamn question, but sometimes we're up here, we don't know what to say, so we'll just ask you a question we'll ask you a question that even though everybody knows the goddamn answer to, it's palpable. It's palpable for our audience. So when I say something like, what happened to that show, Whitney, even though I know goddamn well what happens to shows when they get canceled, is that people don't watch them and then shows get canceled because that's literally the only way. Unless the lead character dies, but they didn't die now, did they? Did Whitney die? No, she didn't. No. Did you die? No, she didn't. Did one of the neighbors of the show die? No, they didn't. The show just got canceled because obviously nobody was watching it. So... Anyway, we're going to go to a song, and we'll come back to you. We'll ask you about something. We got some fun questions. We're going to play a little game with you. We're going to play a little game with you. It's going to be really fun for all of our listeners. We'll be back after we're going to be playing a game. We're going to get into a little Stevie Wonder.
That's how all interviews go, by the way. And you're just trying to fucking...
We're going to take a request.
How about that there's people... I'm not doing the this is me back to me being me and not being the interview me right now to you guys. How about I think legitimately if the moment you decide for the first time, whether you're in traffic or you're at your office or you're at home or whatever the fuck you're dealing with your kids, the moment you decide, I'm gonna call into a radio station and request a song. That's the beginning of the end. I think that you have started to suffer a psychotic break. to nowadays, in the year 2007, to be like, you know what? I really want to listen to some Neo right now. And call up Hot 107 or whatever the fuck radio station you are.
Hi, this is Hot 107. I'm Rick Rickerson. Johnny and the Bash. Call in with your requests. We got Steven on line 1. Is that right? Steven, what do you want to listen to?
Hey, man, I really want to listen to some Neo. If you got anything Neo. Really, I know he's really popular in Europe, but I'm a huge Neo fan.
We got you coming up. Stay tuned and listen to it. Stay tuned and listen up. We might play it in the next 45 minutes. And then to sit there...
By the way, Siri fucking... I don't know why Siri is literally... I was doing that and it showed up. They literally was like... Went to a link in iTunes to watch The Fan with Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes. I swear to God, I have no idea. But yeah, because I said I'm a big Neo fan? I don't know. Steven, Neo fan? It may sound like Siri fan. But yeah, like what you literally, so you listen to the radio. First of all, you're listening to the radio, which is fine. But that's a dying thing anyway, right? Like most people are listening to, well, I don't know about most people, but a lot of people are listening to podcasts and shit or catching up on The Walking Dead from their Netflix or their on demand or recorded it. But now, so you're listening to the radio, which is already a dying form, I think. And then you think, you know what? I really want to hear some Neo. And so you call up fucking Johnny and the Bash. You wait 20 minutes for fucking a guy to be like, hey, we're going to get you. We want to hear Neo. And say, okay, cool, we're going to patch in. And then you got to wait again for another 3 minutes. And then the guy comes on, hey, what's up? Oh, it's Steven from fucking Arlington. And then you say, yeah, hey, man, first of all, love the way you do it. I want to listen to some Neo. And then, we got it for you, coming up. And then you sit there and you wait for Neo. And you're at your cubicle or you're dealing with the kids or you're in traffic and you're just waiting for your song to come on. Imagine being in traffic waiting for your Neo song to come on. Just imagine waiting in your traffic. Imagine sitting in traffic waiting for a Neo song. That's the beginning of your psychotic break. That's your psychotic break. That's your small little, precursor to the huge earthquake in your mind, which is, by the way, sounds for sure like a David Gray song. Small little earthquake, small little precursor to the earthquake in your mind. Leave your head. Is it David Gray? I don't even know. I got to look it up. David Gray, I think it is. Whatever happened to him? I like that song, Babylon. Gray. David Gret, I wrote. David Gray. Babylon. Here we go. Yep. I wonder, he's probably still killing it. He's probably making so much money, even still. He's probably one of those guys that has those fan bases. It's like, oh, he's got a best of album. Done. Retire. If you have a best of album, retire. You did it. Go buy a fucking leopard. Yep. How old is he? How old is 48 years old. Buy a leopard. Retire. You're done. You got about 30 years left if you're lucky. Damien Rice. Another guy. Retire. Dude. Yeah. But by the way, if you want to listen to Neo, instead of calling up the radio station and waiting an hour for the Neo song to play, pick up that phone you were going to use to call the radio station and YouTube a fucking Neo song. YouTube it. YouTube a Neo song. Congratulations, you can do that. YouTube a Neo song. You can YouTube a Neo song. Even if you don't have Apple Music. You're calling in a radio station, you got a phone. Use the phone to YouTube a Neo song. That's so weird, man. Who YouTubes songs? People YouTube songs. I want to be a guy that YouTubes songs. I also want to be a guy who leaves YouTube comments. Imagine leaving a YouTube comment and being like, hey, man, dude, what's with the fucking part where he comes out of the car? And then imagine commenting to be the guy who comments to that comment. Bro, he mentions it in the last song, so he just did it. This one. Just so you know, guy from Australia, and I'm in Winnipeg. Oh, thanks, guy. Thumbs up. Dude, what the fuck, man? Calling into a radio station to hear a fucking Damien Rice song. Bye. Holy shit. I don't understand it. It's so fucking your time management, dude. Do another thing instead of that. Oh, man. I love it, though. I love it. I love that shit. I love people that do that. Even though the guy at the guitar at the party I don't like. That guy sincerely deserves to not eat for 3 days. But if you fucking call in to hear a Neo song on a fucking drive home, oh, you're wonderful, bro. And I don't use that word wonderful. You're wonderful, man. Stand in a field and run your hand through the fucking weeds. You're wonderful. I hope you get a nice, pretty girl with a dress on. You know? That's wonderful, man. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I covered a lot of shit today. It's been 42 minutes. I don't want to keep these podcasts long. I look at other podcasts, man. They're like an hour and a half. Joe Rogan does 3 hours plus. I'm just not that smart. I run out of steam and my back starts to fucking hurt. I'm trying to eat healthy, though, after I saw that documentary. I'm trying to fucking work out, keep fit, and be healthy. And I ate tuna today, and I'm going to try and eat as many fucking vegetables as I can. I'm going to eat so many vegetables, I'm going to shit out a whole carrot in the toilet, and I can't even flush it because it's legitimately a carrot. And I can be like, oh, I just got to grab that out of there. And even the green part on the top is going to be on it, even though I didn't eat that part. I'm going to eat so many vegetables today, it's going to be ridiculous. And you think I'm going to juice them? No, because that's not how nature intended us to eat them. Dude, they made a fucking celery stick, so I'm going to eat that fucking celery stick. How dare I try to juice it and only get the good shit out? The tasty shit? Nah. Bro, give me it all. I'm going to pull it out of the ground and eat that, and eat the dirt. Give me some rock. I hope there's rocks in there too. I'll eat them. So yeah. So I'm trying to not do the sugar thing, bro. You'll get cancer. Yo, you listening to this? Don't eat it. Put it down. Some of you people are about to put that shit in your mouth right now. Some fries or whatever the fuck with the Chipotle sauce. Put it down. So yeah, I don't know, man. But check my website for dates. Got them all coming up. Let me look up what I got coming up here, actually. And send me some some questions. Oh, you know what? There were some good questions this week. I could actually talk about them. There were some good ones, I thought. Yesterday, this is Johnny Hatchback on Twitter. Yesterday, I saw an adult woman call her adult boyfriend Pookie Bear on Facebook. Can you discuss pet names? Here's the thing about pet names. Whoops, there goes the phone. Listen, okay. Here's the thing about pet names. They're fine if you're in the relationship, right? If you call someone a Pookie Bear, it's cute. To me, it's like a girl, like if you have a girlfriend and she's wearing a fucking fedora, it's cute because she's your girlfriend in the fedora. But if you see a girl wearing a fedora, boner removal. If you see a random girl and she's hot wearing a fedora, boner removal. Just so you know. Does it have a feather in the hat? Extreme boner inversion, right? But if your girl has a fedora on with a feather in the hat, it's cute. And you're going to talk like a 1920s gangster. You're going to be like, come over here, dame. I love those gams. Boner inducing. Not your girl, boner removal, right? So if you're calling someone a Pookie Bear and you're out in public and I got to hear that shit, time to set up the firing squad. But yeah, no, I just, I think it's cute to do it. But to have to hear it in a Chipotle or having to hear it in like a Cheesecake Factory, no, dude, that's just out. I go to lunch, dude. My hands are tied now. Here's another one. Q Dizzle 12. What's the weirdest gift a fan has ever given you? Tried to give you. I had a guy come up to me once. No, I had a driver of the guy come up to me once and offer me his girlfriend. The driver came up and said, "Hey, I'm driving this couple right now, and the man here would like to let you have his girlfriend if you'd like." And I was like, "Oh, hey, man. No, that's so fucking weird." I said, "Nah, that's so weird, man." I was like, "I can't do that because that's so weird. And also, no, I just didn't want to be in like any situation like that, man." Also, why the driver? Why was the driver? He was like, this guy hired me to drive him. And yeah, but I've gotten weird shit. I've gotten so many paintings. People come up to me after shows, give me charcoal drawings of my face, which is like, sweet, they do it. But why the fuck would I want a charcoal drawing of my face? Am I going to hang up? If I hung up all those in my house would be fucking littered with charcoal drawings of my face and watercolors of me on stage. I feel like Donald Trump would hang all those up of him, though. I think the White House is going to be full of them. I don't know. I get weird shit, though. I have people that give me things also that are like, "Here you go." And I don't know what they are, and then I'm like, well, maybe I mentioned this once on on stage in a show in like Albuquerque or something. I don't know, but So those are the two questions that I answered today. But send me some more. Use hashtag #CongratulationsPod or tweet me. But you got to use the #CongratulationsPod. Those are the ones I check. And then sign up. I sound like a fucking old man. Please subscribe to the podcast. And then rate and review it. That helps a lot too. And it also makes me want to do the podcast more. Because this is only number 4 and I'm happy still, but who knows what the fuck will happen in the next few weeks. So do that and fucking tell people about this shit, like your friends. Make them fucking sign up, please, or otherwise, I'm going to lose some steam. And then, I don't know, send me nice messages, I guess. I don't really care about that last one. But, yeah. This is congratulations to podcast. And, go to my website, crystalia.com. See all the dates coming up. I got a bunch of dates I'm being added. And then my next episode coming up, I'll be talking about my experience in Seattle and Vancouver shooting my special. That's coming out in this summer. this summer, and then that's about it. Thanks so much for listening, and remember, what did we learn? Don't play guitar at a party. If you're a geeky teenager, definitely don't do it. And, have some coffee. Wonder about life's mysteries. And also, what was the other thing I talked about? The main thing. Don't fucking don't call into a radio station and request a song. Don't do that, actually, because I would love to see the radio stations turn on their ass and just be like, oh, we never get requests anymore. That'll never work. I'm not that big, but to suggest that and have that work. But anyway, thanks. This is Congratulations, the podcast with Chris D'Elia. I'm your host, and that's that. Thanks, guys.
Congratulations, motherfucker.